In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to actually create something that's called a drawing of your models. Now, drawings are great in the engineering or design world because let's say, for example, I wanted to share the scale or size or plans for my models. A drawing is essentially a blueprint of your three-dimensional models here. Now, what I have is the top and bottom piece of a video game controller, and we're going to go ahead and create an engineering drawing of it. Now, Onshape does a great job of doing most of the work for you. So to create a drawing of this model, I simply right-click on the Part Studio, click Create Drawing of the Part Studio, and we're faced with a couple different options here. There are different engineering official templates that you could choose from. You can create your own custom template. And then down here in the options, the views are essentially how do you want to look at your model on this plan. No views means that you're going to have to manually place the model in. Personally, I like clicking on the 4-view option because it does a lot of the work and setup for you. Then what Onshape's going to go ahead and do is actually lay out your model into this blueprint style layout. Now your tools are very different than what you've seen. Most of them are very dimension based. So you can add text boxes, you can add labels, you can add dimensions and things like that. So for example, I'm going to go to this view, this top view here, and I'm going to say that I want to show the dimensions of this controller. So if I were to click here on one point and then click on the bottom point, I would actually get that this is now 2.5 inches. And I can do the same for the left and right. So I can show that it is 2.5 inches by 4.95 inches. Now, because these models are right on top of each other, I don't have to do this to the bottom because we know that the controller kind of snaps together and it's symmetrical. Let's say that I wanted to show the diameter of these circles or these holes. I can actually grab the diameter dimension and then click on a circle, and I will get the dimension of 0.26. Now, the standard views, if you do a 4-view, are top, front, right, and then a isometric 3-dimensional view, which is kind of a standard across the engineering field. And then just a common thing that you really don't want to do is you don't want to try to repeat dimensions. So for example, when I do the depth here of the side, I don't necessarily need to do it on this view because it's clear from the drawing that they are equal. And if I want to get the height of this peg that actually snaps the controller together, I again could kind of grab my dimension plan and add those dimensions here to this model. And again, like I said, you can of course do labels. So I could say something like, if I clicked on this hole, I could put a label and say all holes are equal. So that way I only need to put the diameter of 1, and it's clear that all holes are of equal diameter. In the actual text box here, I can go ahead and type in the title of the document. I can put in edits, weights, materials, the scale, things like that, and make it an official engineering plan for your models.